either they grow up or they're forced to grow up.
Yeah. That's just fucking absolutely impressive. And it's admirable, if that makes sense. Not to be cheesy, but it's absolutely admirable.
But flip roles. If you would have been through what I've been through, same thing. You would have done the exact same thing.
Right.
No, you're not, you know what I mean? And everybody, other veteran out there as well. Like, if they were put in that situation, that's what our job is to do.
Yeah.
So, you know how we are. We don't like taking credit. We don't like doing this. It's just, it is what it is.
There's an Alan Jackson song where he talks about smiling like a hero that just received his medal.
Yeah.
No
I
hero
never
smiles
seen him,
when they receive a medal. Usually it's because you got the medal for something. I guess if it's stateside, yeah, you might get an RCOM or AAM for, I don't know, running a good PT test or something like whatever the fuck they get.
Baggage duty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, baggage duty.
No, they actually gave out AAMs in Germany for baggage duty. I remember that.
When I got to Iraq, we went to General Petraeus came to us. We were on Camp Taji for an advisor briefing for, it was like I think it was like a week or something like that. But he came in, and it was mostly Marines, but some Army PFC was out there unloading bags, and General Petraeus was like, I just want everybody to stand up and give him a hand for doing that. And we're like, we call that a working party.
Wow.
So all right, so fast forward, you're Kandahar, you wake up, you send your messages.
Yeah.
Now you're in Germany.
Yeah.
How does that process go? Because everybody gets pushed through Germany when they get injured.
Yeah,
right?
because Landstuhl, Germany, right there in Ramstein or whatever you want to call it, it's pretty much equivalent to, what is it down there in Maryland?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Walter Reed.
Walter, yep.
Okay, so it's pretty much equivalent to it, but I guess not as big or whatever.
Okay.
So anybody in country gets sent to Landstuhl first before they get sent on to Walter Reed. I fought because, hell, my family's in Germany. This is Germany. I'm staying here. They wanted to send me to Walter Reed. I didn't want to go. Ended up getting my wish. Stayed in Landstuhl. And I'm glad I did, because that would have sucked to go to Walter Reed and then try to get them to come back to the States and this and that. But I got there, what was it, August 16th is when I got blown up. So August 19th, I was back in Germany. And I was in ICU for, not sure how long, a day or two before they even let me contact anybody or anything. But Jess and the kids already knew where I was. She ended up coming up, and she ended up riding up in the elevator with the USER commander, like the 3-star General Hertling.
Okay. And
the sergeant major and this and that. They were coming to see me as well. I remember her getting into the room, and she goes, "Who was that just talked to you?" And I told her, well, she's like, "He's a fucking asshole." I'm like, what happened? She goes, he was talking to me about him coming to see some soldiers that were injured, this and that and the other thing. And I don't know exactly what he said to her, but it really rubbed her the wrong way, because he was pretty much talking about me, and he didn't know that was my wife or anything. Like, so he said something I don't really remember, but it really pissed her off, and I heard about it for weeks on end. Like, that dude's an asshole. I'm like, he gives me a coin, I get a coin. I'm like, oh, thanks, sir. Awesome. Right. All right, cool. I'll never forget that. Her bitching about how much of an asshole he was. Like, oh, that's like my highest commander in Germany. Like, can't really say that, but
yeah.
I ended up hanging out in the hospital for, what was it? I think a little over a month and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the hospital for a month.
Yeah. I had 12 different surgeries done on my legs, and I'm not sure what the point of them was for. I never really asked or read into it. I'm not sure why I had so many surgeries on my legs. It was just my lower legs from my knees down. But yeah, I was there for a month and a half. Ended up getting discharged. It took me 2 weeks out, like, to learn how to walk again. So once I learned how to walk, it wasn't stopping me. So they discharged me, and I'm walking. I walked out of the hospital because, like, I'm walking. The mindset, I'm leaving. I'm walking.
Yeah.
So I go into the Air Base food court, which you got, like, it's a big mall, like Lehigh Valley Mall, right?
Yeah.
And no shit, don't my legs just blow open. Because the swelling happens so much. Yeah. Blew the stitches completely out. Like, I mean, when I say blow open, like, swelling fluid shot across the whole chow, or like the eating area. So, like, I got these people freaking out, screaming, like, oh, my God, oh, my God. And no shit, 2 16-year-old girls, high school girls, come running over to me. Is there anything I can do? Can I help you? Like, oh, my God. Like, you should be, like, running away, crying, and screaming like these other people. And some soldiers should be coming up to me. No, they came up to me like, hey, can I help you? Can I help you? I'm like, unless you can fix my leg, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They took me back to the hospital. They're like, oh, we're going to have to keep you. I said, no, you're not. You're not keeping me. They stitched me back up, sent me home. 4 days later, I ended up back in the hospital for another month. I got 5 different infections because they roll the BBs and stuff into like shit and whatever they can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up with the 2 biggest ones were like MRSA and staph that I ended up with. Had to stay another month. Got released. After that, I had to do 30 days of. I had to go to the German hospital and get an IV every day. Yeah, but
What was the IV for? Just
it's kill infection. Some kind of antibiotic, I guess. Yeah.
okay.
Like hard stuff antibiotics. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So not only did you get fucking blown up, but you had infections. You had to deal with this. So total, how much time did you actually spend in the hospital? So you
just short of 3 months.
Just okay.
Yeah. They had this this thing out, TSGLI, Traumatic Service Life Insurance or whatever. I filed for that. They ended up giving me $25,000 just for being hospitalized.
Okay.
For more than 30. If you were hospitalized as an inpatient for 30 consecutive days, you're eligible for TSGLI. Fill out the paperwork, doctor send it in, this, that, and the other thing. And depending on your severity of your injuries, you're anywhere from $25,000 to $100,000.
Wow.
So I ended up getting $25,000, which I spent on a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
Paid my car off. A couple Xbox Ones when they first came out. And this and that. But yeah.
Talk about some ambulance chasers just hanging out at military hospitals and
Yep.
just waiting to get fucking life insurance payments. Wow. That. So were they good at the hospital? Or did they treat you good? Like, I don't know. I've never been to a military hospital.
Well, they were pretty good. I remember my anesthesiologist like hooking me up like, well, there's a series of 3 shots and I'll give you the first 2 and wait between the third one and you'll be feeling good for a minute. I'm like, well, yeah, come on now. So he gave me all like loopy or whatever and enjoy myself. And then they gave me the third one, knocked me out. That happened quite a few times. But a bunch of Air Force like medic or Air Force surgeons and this and that.
Okay.
I remember some light colonel, lieutenant colonel Air Force guy. He's like, couldn't get over the calluses on my feet. Like, okay, working in waste management, running behind a garbage truck with steel-toed boots on, wearing nothing but boots for most of my life, then put on combat boots. Yeah, I had some pretty gnarly feet. Like I had some pretty tough feet with like 1.5 inch callus on them. He just couldn't get over it. He's like, oh my God, like I just can't get over how thick your calluses are. Like by the time I left the hospital, there was no callus on my feet. Like
he shaved it off? Or what?
No, they just wore like there was I wasn't on my feet, so they just went away. So I go to put any pair of my shoes on, boots or anything, nothing fits me. And like, what the hell? Like, and like, it's all new feeling to me. Like, what is this? Like, what are these things on my feet? Like, oh my God. But I just remember he couldn't get over how bad calluses I had. I don't know what to tell you. Like, feet of a working man, I guess. Like, I don't get to sit behind a desk all day.
Right.
But no, they all did very good jobs. Never had an issue with like anything that the medics did or the surgeons did, or this, that, and the other thing. It was just the infections that they really couldn't control. I guess it was more or less on me not take care of myself better. Because, I mean, hell, I've been Army's go, and then you're just told to stop. Like, no, that don't settle right. I gotta go. So I figured out how to walk again and walked everywhere.
So you did physical therapy or no?
Ish.
Okay.
Like I did it as much as I wanted to. I got in trouble for not doing it, but
okay.
like it was my own mentality. Like, ain't nobody really gonna help me any better than I can help myself. Like, if I need the help, I'll come search you out. In reality, we don't.
Yeah.
But there wasn't really anything I could feel that anybody could do for me. Like, it was more me physically getting back into my own routine. And how is anybody going to help me do that?
Yeah, other than you. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. I kind of have that. Yeah, I'm not big on like, hey, help. I saw something the other day, and it was like somebody got fucked up. I don't know if their leg was. Oh, it was a movie. We were watching Creed 2. and he gets fucking his ass beat, and he's like trying to walk back in his house, and his wife's trying to help him, and he's like, "Stop it, I got it." And like any logical person is like, let somebody help you, but the stubborn ones are like, "No, I can fucking do it on my own," and a pride thing. But
that's exactly what it is, pride.
Yeah, absolutely, it really is, and as stupid as it can be, fuck, man, it won't go away.
No.
So after you get out of the hospital, how what's the process of you going from? Okay, so you're injured, you go through the military hospital, and then getting back to your unit. Is that just like a day? Yesterday you're in the hospital, today you're back at your unit.
I don't know. I think it all depends on like who you are and your reputation and what's actually going on back at your unit. Because we're on rear D at that point.
Yeah.
How in a 9-month deployment, this is 28 days into it, so they still got how many more months? Rear D consisted of 8 people, and I've been there for a while, built a name for myself, knew everybody that stayed back. They pretty much told me, don't even show up to work. Like, I don't want to see your face. But I got tired of looking at my wife and kids. So I'm like, I'm coming in. And they'd have to throw me out, this and that. I had to go back up for an appointment. I said, you know what, the hell with it. I ain't gonna lie, I went AWOL for 30 days. Nobody even knew. I went up for my appointment at Launchstool, which is connected to Ramstein, the air base. Did my appointment. Fuck it. Found a Space A flight back home.
Yeah.
Flew home for archery season. I was home from the end of October to damn near the end of November. And then I flew back to Germany. Like, Jess dropped me off the airport, picked me up. Then a few days later, I stopped into the unit and said, hi, how you doing? Like, whatever. Nobody had any idea I was back in the States for 30 days.
Wow.